Hello, summer. Goodbye, nuclear winter. Once the site of the world's worst nuclear disaster, Chernobyl is now undergoing a makeover that will turn it into a source of renewable energy. Ukraine's Chernobyl power plant contaminated the region with radiation when it exploded in 1986, but is now being covered by a steel arch that will be completed in 2018. Surrounding the plant is an exclusion zone of forest and marshland, which the government allowed to be developed once the radiation was under control. Two Chinese firms plan to revive the area by building a 1 gigawatt solar photovoltaic plant within the exclusion zone. The Chinese had previously converted damaged and contaminated land in its own territory into solar and wind farms and hope to undertake the same endeavor globally. Aside from the Chinese project, a Ukrainian-German company has also begun installing solar panels just 100 meters from the decommissioned nuclear plant. Stay tuned for more green technology. Harvesting energy from the sea. Japanese researchers have come up with special technology that can not only capture energy from waves, but also help protect coastlines. A team from Okinawa plans to set up energy harvesting turbines near tetrapods, which are concrete structures placed along the shore to weaken the force of incoming waves and prevent erosion. The turbine has 5 flexible blades modeled after dolphin fins. It's supported by a stem that's anchored to the seafloor with mooring cables, which, like the blades, is flexible and can bend under pressure. Inside the turbine head is a magnet electric generator, which transforms wave energy into electricity. The electricity is sent back to the shore via cables to feed into the grid. Using turbines on just 1% of Japan's coastline can generate roughly 10 gigawatts of energy, equivalent to about 10 nuclear power plants. Apart from tetrapods, the turbines can also harness electricity near coral reefs. They're built to be safe for marine life, with blade speed carefully calibrated so that any animals caught in them can escape unharmed. The team is currently preparing to install 2 half-scale model turbines that will power LEDs as part of a commercial demonstration.
Growing vegetables in an innovative way can make you very rich. San Francisco startup Plenty, which specializes in vertical farming, has secured $200 million from investors. Among the investors are Japanese media corporation SoftBank, Alphabet, which is the parent company of Google, and Amazon. Plenty's farming design allows plants to grow vertically on the sides of a tall tower. Lights are also arranged vertically to give plants as much exposure as possible. The vertical farm can grow up to 350 times more produce than conventional farming methods in the same amount of space. Plenty is planning on building indoor vertical farms, covering an area as large as 5 acres, which is roughly the size of larger supermarkets such as Walmart. The vertical farms will be built next to large cities in order to reduce delivery times of the produce. Plenty was founded in 2013 and has offices in San Francisco and Wyoming. The firm plans to distribute its vertically grown food starting this fall. Solar window blinds can block and harvest sunlight. A California startup has designed window blinds with solar panels that can block out sunlight while harvesting solar energy from it. Each slat in solar window blinds is equipped with monocrystalline solar panels, which can harvest solar energy. The blinds can also track the path of the sun's position and automatically change the angle of the slats to optimize its absorption of sunlight. The company claims the blinds are able to generate up to 100 watt-hours of energy for every square meter when mounted on the outside of a window, or half that amount when mounted inside. Although the slats can automatically change their angles, the blinds can also be manually controlled via an app. The company is hoping to raise $50,000 from Kickstarter in order to mass-produce the solar window blinds. A new way of getting power from the sun. Researchers in Britain have developed a new type of technology that can help buildings to harvest solar power in addition to the power generated by rooftop solar panels. Solar squared glass blocks contain a layer of small solar cells. The intelligent optics of the blocks focus incoming sunlight onto the solar cells when placed vertically. The blocks can be linked and wired to one another, generating power for buildings and electric vehicles, or to be stored in batteries. These blocks can be embedded in conventional construction designs. Tinting can also be added to prevent too much sunlight from entering the building's interior. Researchers say the blocks also offer better thermal insulation than traditional glass building materials. Startup company Build Solar, which developed this project, is looking for test sites for this technology. A finished product is expected to be available next year. A new way to stay cool without using power. Researchers at the University of Colorado in Boulder have invented a special film that can cool buildings without using any power. The cooling film measures about 50 micrometers thick and consists of a transparent polymer, tiny glass beads, and a layer of silver coating. The silver coating reflects sunlight through the plastic, preventing it from heating up the building. The glass beads constantly emit infrared light and heat through a process called passive radiation cooling. The cooling effect is said to be able to keep the internal temperature of a home at 20 degrees Celsius, even when it's 37 degrees Celsius outside. Researchers at Stanford University demonstrated a similar device in 2014. However, their technique would reportedly be expensive to manufacture in bulk, whereas the film developed by the University of Colorado team can be produced for around 50 cents per square meter.